crowd of boys. Peace. What's good with you boys out there? Come to talk to you boys today about semen retention and female attraction, going from no options to control options. And I just want to put this out there that these aren't things that I'm talking about to wanting to control women. I'm not into games. First things first, with you guys, when we're on the semen retention journey, we are increasing ourselves. We are increasing value. So I put value on my time, my attention, because this is energy. This is all energy that we expel. So when I'm talking in this regards of saying to controlling your options, is ultimately us controlling ourselves and what the options present to us in our current state and reality. The mindset of the society that's around, the mind state of the women that we have to deal with, this is what we have to choose from. So if we can control these options around us, who we draw to us, who we attract to us, what's been attracting to us, getting out of the rut of attracting a certain female because we are coming from a place of lust energy and just getting off just ridiculousness, right, guys? This is what I'm talking about, controlled options. All right, from no options to controlled options. All right, before I jump deeper into this topic, all right, I just dropped the Patreon video or a Patreon audio. Go over to the Patreon. Over there, I dropped an audio that I plan to drop on YouTube, have a YouTube version of it. Maybe in the next couple days. But this is also in the aspect of women attraction, about taking our power back, all right, and gaining our power back, all right, from this woman attraction being so caught up, all right, with the perspective of what women think about us and putting us in that box of just doing all this and this journey for the attraction on the woman's side. But I like to touch on the attraction side too, because we overall need to fulfill a purpose on this journey. You dig what I'm saying? Whatever your path may take you, however you want, but understand, if you're in this season of being alone, you're on semen retention, you're gravitating to this content, right now is the time and place, especially if you don't have the options that are around, or the options are limited. All right, understand that you are always in control. You are always in control. All right. Once again, all right, on the semen retention journey, now we're going to jump back into this topic. All right. You're going from no options. You're in this isolation. All right. And whether if you feel that you've been placed here by random circumstance or the universe has placed you here and have taken away your options, good. You need to be on this journey for a certain amount of time. So you go from no options, whether you choose to be or it just so happened by a circumstance that you are in this position. But understand and listen close. All right. When you are around other females, whether you deal or your dwelling space, I should say, going to the gym, you're in school, the workplace, grocery store, all right, at the park, all right, guys, understand these places that you are going to, there are women around. Okay, understand that these places, I'm pretty sure that you guys are at. All right, I'm pretty sure everybody's not a couch potato. You're going places. All right, you are having an experience, certain experiences out there, and women are around. So you're having an interaction, and as you increase your value, your interaction, yes, will begin to be more. But now, maybe the women that you guys are looking at and going for, all right, aren't what you are typically attracted to. But guys, understand that there are a lot of women out here, when they sense energy, when they pick up on a masculine man, masculine energy, they notice you. You are being noticed out here. You walk around with a certain energy. I don't care how old, and I hate to say this too, and not to sound like a creep, But young children too pick up on this energy. All right. It's just about where your mind is at. I'm talking about genuine energy. Okay. In that aspect. But now when we take it into the dating aspect, right? At your age, be mature with this information. All right. I like to joke around too and stuff like that, but this is serious, guys. This is serious information. Because understand your energy and how you are increasing not just your testosterone, your physical attributes, but spiritually. You are increasing in value. People are coming to you and inquiring in some way about you. And it's not all about taking away your seminal energy. It's just about you as a whole person, because this sex demon that once was that was within you or controlling you at one point, all right, you were able to take that and manifest it into something else. Now, whether you see it in what you may deem as if it's working or not, that's you looking at one aspect of it. And a lot of guys are looking at the aspect of only female attraction. All right. Now, with females, how this plays out. Go to my other audios if you're catching this for the first time too. I go deeper into just female attraction side of the semen retention stuff. But right now, I want to stay on topic, but not veer too off. All right, from this topic. But understand that this builds you up in a different way with your energy. But the masculine energy is something that women, whether you like them or not, if they fit your cup of tea, whether you like it or not, they pick up on your energy and they want it. All right, they want to dwell in it. And it's not to say that it's a bad thing, because it's not always coming from a lustful place. I've experienced it where some of it is genuine love. Yes, it's genuine. I like being around a strong man that knows himself. There are women out there like that, and I've been around that. They don't just want to lay up in bed with you and be all googly eyed and stuff like that. Some of these women respect you. They can sense the energy like, yo, you're not a man that's around seeking to do BS. And that's a woman that's truly in her own energy. All right. Other women who don't have that sense, they just don't have it. I don't know what it is. That's something women deal with. I don't have the answers for that. I'm not a woman. All right. I'm a dude. I can only speak for us, and I know what that energy feels like. All right. But this is your increase in value. And when you are valuable, understand that you now have the control. You now have to see the plate that is presented in front of you, and if you're going to eat from that plate or not. You don't have to. That's just an analogy. All right. The options of women that you see around, those are your options. If guys, if you're too quiet, you won't know that those are your options until you begin to speak, to really look around. All right. Have conversations. All right. You'll get to figure out who likes you, who's really attracted to you, and who you are going to be attracted to, because your taste might change. All right. You really transform into something else. Your green flags in what you see in women over time may change. Maybe you might not like a woman that's clingy or overly sexual or too sexual. All right. And not to say that women who are sexual is a bad thing, but guys, if you're planning to take this semen retention onward and forward into relationships, you have to make sure that you deal with a woman that is not based in sexual pleasure. That has to be a conversation with these women. And I'm not saying right away, but as you begin to talk to them and figure them out. If you're really taking them serious, if you're taking them serious, you don't have to take it all the way to that extreme. All right. But if someone that you are taking serious, yeah, that conversation needs to be had. If you're serious about your semen retention journey and what your goals and aspirations are. And that woman will let you know how she moves. If you choose to your word, if you're real, you have sex with her or whatever case may be, and then, you tell her, listen, I'm not really trying to do all that. This. See what she does. See where she goes. See what happens. Are you going to chase after her? And that's what I get guys a lot. chasing after what? Oh, she ghosted me, or we broke up, and this. All right, let her go. What did you tell her what you were going to do? Stand on what you are on. Don't worry about her. This ain't her journey. You dig? She goes out there, starts dating. That's what she wants to do. She wants to be with other guys. She wants attention. She wants this and that. So what you ain't giving her isn't enough. Then cool. You need to move on and go ahead. Understand that you are valuable, my guy. Once when you take, you know what I mean, this journey further, and you get on your stuff, and you garner up your sexual energy, and then move forward with the days, because it's really not that serious, guys. Understand, like when the urges come, yes, it gets crazy. All right, I've been battling urges past couple days, so I know how it gets. But understand, it's all with your body. It's how your body is responding to certain things, certain thoughts. There's nothing wrong with that. It's normal. You have to channel that energy. Once when you become more in tune with yourself and your energy, and breathe, relax, take a breather, bro, right? You are more in control, and then you start to really think like, all right, this girl, that girl, all right, cool. Certain females, if you play, and once again, I value my time. This isn't a trick to play on females or whatever, but I value my time, so I don't like playing games. I have no time to play with people's time, other people's time at that, because I'm ultimately wasting my time. But when I see certain females try to play a game with me, you know, the phone game, all right, the ghosting game and stuff like that, you stay quiet, guys. Don't feed into it. Do not ask why you're not hitting back, why you text, like, you know, why you taking so long to text, or what's, guys, no. If she's taking her time and attention isn't on you and on that text, whatever the case may be going on, cool. Her time and attention is somewhere else. Don't make it seem that you are in front of your phone waiting for every single moment in text and stuff like that for her to respond back. You need to take your time and attention somewhere else. All right? Especially coming from a place with no options. A female seeing you with no options lets her know that you have no options when you are always on the lookout for her and her response. All right? And, you know, one of the guys in particular that I talked to on a consultation not too long ago, and this is the second thing I'm gonna get to. I told him, guard your energy, because the more time and attention that you give to this female, and that she knows that anytime she can hit you up, she can hit you up, is a sign to her that you have no options. All right. So I said, bro, you have to guard your energy, because she knows that she has you and she has that control over your energy. So if she wants to, if she can be entertaining other dudes or whatever case may be, you know, because this is what he suspected, that maybe she has another dude. And I said, listen, I don't know, because I'm not there. I'm not a psychic or anything, but from certain traits and even going through my own situations, you know, if a female is ghosting you or not responding how she once used to, either her time is and attention is somewhere else doing something else, not saying it's with another guy, but if it is, understand, guard your energy still. All right, don't give too much attention to that, because it can also just be a game to see how much pull she got with you. Can she hit you up at any time to see if you entertain other people? If you got so much time for her, you are her only option. And for some reason, a lot of these females, and that's what I'm saying, in this society, this is what we have to pick from. All right, females don't like guys with not too many options, bro. I've been told this from the horse's mouth as well. I've talked to a female that has told me that. that having no options is a sign. Having, just one option, or I know I'm fumbling over my words, but these were things that were, revealed to me just from talking to a female, regular conversation, not even being in no type of crazy relationship with her, just vibing. She told me a dude with no options, all right, reveals himself by having no options, by always giving a female straightforward time and always being responsive. All right. If you have the time to respond in that moment, yes, respond back. And that's what I'm saying. Me, I don't play the game. If I got time for real to respond to you, I'll respond to you. If it's text, phone call, whatever. But I genuinely have stuff going on. You know what I mean? Like, I have a kid that's with somebody else, and I have work, I have a business that I own. So at times, yes, I can have seasons where I'm busy, so I don't have time to be on phones talking like that. So if you text and I don't respond to your text, yes, I get busy, but that's about communication, what I'm on and what I'm doing. And like I said, if a female, she ain't that busy like that. So if she not responding back, and like I said, everybody's situation is different. Maybe the female that you're dealing with, maybe she does have kids. All right, obviously she may work or whatever the case may be. But understand, guys, when you're too, you seem needy, you seem clingy, coming off, what I mean, kind of early, being so responsive. So you got to fall back a little bit with women attraction, especially coming from no options into maybe getting a option or getting one option. All right, play it safe, bro, and guard your energy. Don't just jump into it and always be readily available, always responsive, even if it is a good vibe. And guys, once again, I'm not from any manosphere saying, play the mind game with these women. I don't like that. I don't like playing with people's time and energy because I don't like my time and energy being played with. All right, so I don't encourage that. What I encourage is being genuinely you, and you'll be able to detect and pick up on bullshit. Trust me. All right, you got to trust yourself, I should say. Don't trust me, trust yourself. A lot of guys, you're too quiet out here with your energy. Understand that you have the control. And once when you figure out certain women, well, this one is like that one is like this one. Well, she's a little different with this, but they're all the same. This is no diss or no, slight to women out here and trying to say that they're all the same, but they have certain traits where, yeah, they are the same a little bit. Even with them, they say that we men are the same. All right. But until you start to separate yourself, and what this takes is the isolation, having no options, being alone, being single. All right. Taking a step back and looking at what's on the surface, looking at what's available. Understanding that you have the control, you have the space to now put what's on your plate and see what you can handle. All right. Guys, with that said, go pledge over to the Patreon to catch exclusive content. As I said, I drop content. I'm over there before if you haven't caught it. I plan to just upload it in a couple weeks maybe, or in due time, but it's exclusive content. All right. But more exclusive content to come. The channel is coming back into monetization pretty soon, I hope. With all I said, with love, peace.